Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world. We got a little Phantom Doctrine ahead of us here shortly. We'll get going at the top of the hour, give folks a chance to drop on in, and then we'll get going. Hey, Nightmare. Yeah, we'll see. I actually really enjoyed that last mission, but yeah, it's a new. I noticed after I saved, after I stopped the live stream last time, and after I saved, it's like, oh, we got ourselves a new chapter now, and I think we're in the fourth. Well, I know we're in the fourth chapter, but I think I read somewhere a while back that there's 7 different chapters. In the base game, CIA, KGB, and then when you finish playing a playthrough, you get access to another. Maybe it's a Mossad mission, and not clear confirmation if that's a 7-chapter mission too. But so that means chapter 4. We're at that halfway point, more than halfway. Hey, Patrick, good to see you dropping in. Good. So at least now we have an idea of about how far in we are. We're solidly halfway through this thing now. You can say, since we're in chapter 4 with 7 being potentially the amount of chapters, we're a little past the halfway point now too. So start ramping up details here and there and getting some stuff done, upgrading our team. All that kind of stuff seems somewhat important right now. Yeah, it'd be nice if it stayed quiet long enough for us to get a little bit of extra training in. Maybe some MK Ultra or body engineering stuff, not MK Ultra stuff on us, but all that kind of stuff. So we're getting close. We're almost to the top of the hour, so we'll get going here in a moment. Oh, thank you. Top of the hour. How quickly my mind wanders. And then all of a sudden I look over. Oh, thank you for the heads up. Here we go. So here's our base. What I'm going to start with, I think I left with some leftover analytics. So we'll start with I think there was. We'll double check. Also, the objective here says install the marquee device in the hideout via the workshop is in parentheses. I kind of looked through there before I went live and didn't really see anything. So we'll take another look after we check in on our analytics. Did we finish them all at the end? That's what I couldn't remember. Hey, Hope said, yeah, hi. It is usually polite to go hi first, right? I can't remember. Did we finish them all? No. We finished one complete file. But then there were a couple others over here like this that we still hadn't finished. So we got KGB potential link up here, which sounds legit based on what we've seen so far. We got Randall Peterson over here as a potential link. So yeah, we did have a little bit left over. Just because we were up against the time, I didn't stay to finish the other couple files. I'm not sure if there's more intel in the other one also, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. So glad to have, we got a nice little group here together. Flower Shop link. Oh, you're ahead of me. I'm chatting away and you're already finding links here. Flower Shop. Where's the Flower Shop? Oh, there it is. I see it. Thank you. Broad gauge. No, early progeny, necropolis, archbishops, inside man, unusual army. So we're not seeing those yet. Why don't I just decipher another one, and then maybe we'll get some more links going. How can you be sure Asian Union doesn't suspect us yet? So you think we're go? Let's wait until more agencies hear about Asian Union's plan. I have a hunch we can only benefit from more attention. Trouble Kid says it's very unprofessional. Okay, so I should have read the very first line, perhaps. Maybe that would have helped. Conversation between Cole Porter and Redacted at the time still with ammonia. There, now we got it. 2 clues in the first line that I skipped. I started with A. Okay, so we have that one, and then I'm going to decipher this one. Then you guys can be looking for links. Okay, you already found ammonia. We'll go back and I'll look at the links that you're finding as we do this. Boathouse, show the locations pinpointed by Dilettante as containing redacted weapons cache. We are sending Lay Speaker and Redacted to examine the sites and confirm and deny any intelligence. Please notify unusual army. Yada yada yada. Okay, unusual army is one of the main links we're looking for, by the way, right here. And then you said we had an ammonia link. Oh, right here. We have to look for ammonia. I'm not. There's ammonia down here at the bottom. These two. Thank you. Well, a Lay Speaker link. Oh, there's Lay Speaker. Got it. So I'm going to slide over the KGB, make some space, and put it over on this side since they're not incomplete. So Boathouse and Dilettante. Yeah, Dilettante is one. Here we go. Let's include that link here. And then we got Archbishops, Necropolis Ruffians. I'm not glancing and seeing any other Cuban diplomats, escape artists. I'm not seeing anything else. So I think I'm going to close the door on this one. We'll have to come back. It's not going to be solved. We only got half the intel on this one collected. So we will come back and take a look. And then here, it doesn't look like we have a lot down. Oh, okay, we had more than I expected. We have 4 pieces of intel. String Quartet, I see that right away over here. And Heir Apparent, Hedge Maze, and Cloaker. Now I don't see those. So let's open some more clues. Outgoing call from Redacted, Office 267 in Hedge Maze. Jive Cop here. I just received a Chicago B-19 documents. And there's one more thing. Now everybody in Hedge Maze knows what Redacted is up to. Excellent job, Frank Coletti. Ferenc, depending on the language that name is from, it could determine the pronunciation. Here's the link there, and then we also get the double Chicago link, the double link on this one. Hedge Maze and Jive Cop. So we have Hedge Maze here. Yep, you saw it just when I did. Now, Heir Apparent and Cloakwork. Oh, and then we get to join in Jive Cop. Good, 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 good. Yeah, kind of a TZ sound, maybe. Ferenc Caletti. That, you know, given the language I'm trying to learn right now, it fits right in with how I would see that one going. So here's Jive Cop off to the side also. And I don't see anything else. Boxer Rebels Nightcrawler 440. So let's take a look here. Comrade, beware of members of organization. I can't do a Russian accent, sorry. As babysitters are redacted, making irresistible offers to the Soviet military. They are not to be trusted. Remember how Nightcrawler turned redacted, resulting in the fiasco at Port-au-Prince. So we got a location to possibly link up to. Oh, and I'm going to keep it over on this side because I see I see a link to babysitters here. So I'm going to bring this down. So we're getting everything over on this side pretty linked up. Yeah, but it still has no connection here. Nightcrawler is also linked up over here. So we got very much intertwined links over here. Yeah, there you go. I got the Nightcrawler now too. But none of them seem to link up to the main targets to link up to. But boy, do they link up to each other over here. All right, so I think we're done here. Let's get out. And what I'm going to do is let's take a look in the workshop and see if anybody notices something I did not. It talks about installing the marquee device in the hideout, quote unquote, you know, in parentheses workshop. Well, the only workshop I know here is down here, and I did not see anything that referenced a marquee device. Not that I noticed right here, and we'll also check in to make sure it's not something I can craft. But if you notice anything that looks like a marquee device or something that I've missed here, nothing seems to link a marquee device or installing a marquee device. Now maybe it's linked to something else like a Mason Gambit, but there's no obvious connection to a marquee device. Oh, you saw a Nightcrawler link back there? Oh, under the improved. Okay, let me look again. Improved interrogation procedure. You think it's there? Oh, marquee device. One more signal analysis. Thank you. I'm blind. Oh my God. I'm reading all the details, not looking at the title. So, what I'm going to do, just because we can afford to move, well, this will have to come next because we got something, a project in the base already being worked on, the stakeout equipment. And after that, we'll do the marquee device, keep the story moving along. So thank you. And then, was there anything else here? I needed to expand or maybe I already did. I can't remember if I expanded, if we had support operations to be expanded. Yeah, I'm not seeing, I may have already done it last episode. I can't even remember. I know I was thinking I wanted to do that. So, I think what I'm going to do is still build the poison gas cloud. It's not super expensive. It'll tie me up for a little bit, but oh well. Now's the time to do it while the map is relatively quiet. And in the crew quarters, if you look, there's about half the team, just over half the team that still has training left to do. We got 3 people in training now, so I'm not going to add anybody else, but we'll start pushing to get the rest of the folks trained in our base also. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. I might as well get somebody extra I think Corona, you're less vital. Let's have you work on some secret docks here for a little while. Until we need you, of course. And let's get out to the map. Alright, so I'm joining up to get a team of 2 here. That gives us 2 teams over here. I got another, this will be a 3rd team over here by then. And then I don't quite have 2 teams in the US. But we'll have some trainings done in 22 hours at the least. So it's not that much longer till we're stretched thin. That's the only problem with all the trainings. It really stretches our teams thin if the map breaks loose. So let's go. Okay, we got complete teams again to react across the map. And Agent Banshee has been interrogated. We got some new intel, some new level 4 training. Look at that, level 4 training available. And then we also got some new agent candidates. So let's pause. Let's go right back in here, and then we'll remember right after we finish this stuff. How much do we have? We got SB over here. If we got space here, we'll put it here for now. And then we got some new thing. Now, escape artists, broad gauge. I see broad gauge link. Plane spotters and escape artists. Not seeing that. So I guess we're done at the moment. Let's get some new. Yeah, escape artist. Oh, escape artist we do have. Oh, way over here. Okay, so let's move this a little tighter so we can fit everything in on this side where they're linked. Big old piece of paper. Couldn't they have micro-sized the copy a little bit for us? And let's link straight across. There we go. So we're kind of linked over on this side. I'll just drop that down. There we go. Got to have it looking right for my eye. You know, to somebody else it looks completely unorganized, but at least to me, in my mind, my crazy mind, it makes sense. Here we go. To begin with, Cuban DGI files we have show no link between the two. Top chairman had a little more luck in their search. Oh, and that's all we had to find. So there's a new something up here. Cuban GGI. Is there a top chairman link somewhere? That's the big link out of this new clue. Yes. And I don't see anything else at the moment. Cole Porter, Asian Union, Trouble Kid, and then early progeny rogue cleric. Yeah, and I still don't see an Inside Man link anywhere. So I think we're done here. Oh, top chairman? Did I miss top chairman? Oh no, I got it right here. I saw that comment before, but then I had to double check and make sure I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Only one. So we got a lot of names on here. Bad Cellist, Sea Lion, a shy celebrity, right in front of my eyes. Now let's see if it links up anywhere else. Well, there's not a lot. Bad Cellist, no. Sea Lion, and Indigo Codices. Codices. Looks like we're done. All right, let's get back on the map. We're down to 15 hours to get our trainees back. And then as soon as we're done with this stakeout equipment, we'll go back in and get that marquee device done. We got more. Well, except our informers are being efficiently productive here. And let's go do this. Oh, I'm increasing. Oh, thank you. I don't want to advance time. I was okay. Thank you for the reminder. I did not go back and execute my agents. My fault. So I unnecessarily increased our danger. So let's start looking. Any Inside Man here? No. So we're just looking for other links. Placer, claim. Oh, letter bomb. Letter bomb, letter bomb. Oh, I see letter bomb over here. Kind of crosses down there. Cuban diplomat also has a link. Oh, back up here. So this is another intertwined area. So I'm kind of going to bring this over a little just so we can still see plane spotters. So the only way to link up over here is swordsmen or plane spotters. We got a ruffians link right in front of us. So let me just get that out of the way. And then Mudhead, Rogue Cleric. Rogue Cleric I see over here. Okay, we got our first link. Got our first link. My agents? Rogue Cleric. Yeah, we got the Rogue Cleric. What did you mean by my agents? Or is that something I said that didn't sound right? Let's see. Early progeny. I see that over here. But that's probably a dead end since we already made the link. So we'll just tuck it away in there. And let's see. Let's decipher here. Oh, did I get Rogue Cleric? Yes, I'm seeing the... I read that and then I'm seeing it too late. So let's do this. Oh, but yeah, they're not my agents. Sorry. I don't even realize what I say sometimes. In fact, I got another episode that I've been tinkering with getting edited a little bit today. I still got a long way to go. I didn't have much time to do it. And I was reading something in front of my thing. I was looking at region strength. And what did I do? Instead of saying region strength 5, I looked at the vigilance and said 7. Yeah, it went down to 7, looking at 5. So, you know, who knows whatever I say. I know what I mean. But what I mean doesn't always come out of my mouth. That's the challenge. Okay, let's see. The Doctrine is not a thing. And with redacted moving away from the Doctrine and redacted in direct opposition to swordsmen's detention, they could be ignored. You know, with CIA, so we got a new potential CIA link here. And do we have swordsmen way over here? So, well, let's do some more squeezing in here. And once again, the only link over to this side is plane spotters. So nobody sees plane spotters or inside man, so we're stuck here with a couple pieces of intel that's going to all of a sudden link it all up. Yep, there we go. Now let's do some executions to keep my heat from going up. How quickly, when you forget, so I even said I got to remember to go execute before. I'm not going to do any special phrases on these two. I'm sure we'll get a chance to try some of these other things soon enough. Well, that's a terrible noise. Let's do an execution, Banshee, and let's do an execution, Mephisto. There we go. When we build up some more money, I'll try getting a lower baseline so we can try some of these control phrases when we pick a... I don't know, what the heck is making that noise? You guys are banging around with stuff in our MK Ultra facility. Okay, and we aren't done there, so let's get back out to the map. Now the heat is gone, but I definitely raised the heat when we didn't need to. Doggone it. We are just meant. Our informers are so on fire right now with the intel. Usually we've been going through, remember, we've been going through a streak like crazy where all we're getting is new agents, which we don't need right now. Finally, we're getting intel to get through some of this stuff. And that's, watch the intel just get us new agents. Something silly like that. Okay, so these are the last two pieces. Which one? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a monkey by the toe. However your mom used to say that one, or your parents. There's so many variations on this one. Okay. I regret to say that despite the correlation found in redacted file from Boathouse, the theory doesn't seem to be corroborated by this material. Note Cornerstone, yada yada yada. We got our clues there. And Boathouse, I remember seeing right here. So it's probably a dead end, potentially a dead end link. Since we solved this over here, unless there's a link here that brings us back up to Randall Peterson. So let's find out. Inside Man, that's the one we've been waiting for. Regarding the mathematician, we found a promising new asset in Cornerstone. All right. So, well, no, it looks like this side means nothing to us. Cornerstone is going to get the link to Randall Peterson, and that's the way it's going to be. We solved this one. All right, we got some new intel. Mercenaries Part 1, so that may, I don't know if that's going to be a new file. Evacuation Chopper! We got a way to maybe escape from really difficult situations now. You know, the way my voice just went up, I guess I'm semi-excited about the potential of that. I guess we'll find out exactly what that means when we get there. And let's go. Okay, looks like we're going to solve this one now too. We got Silicon Valley, where I did a lot of my growing up. Right where Apple Computer is based. They were in practically, well, not quite my backyard, but walking distance from where I used to live, where I grew up. Patriot right there. Sea Lion link. Oh, right here. We may have our first link. But it's not Silicon Valley. So Zigzag is not potential suspect because it went over to Dean McMacken instead. And then over here, do we have any links over to this side? Any Misanthrope, Golf Course, and Hard Worker? Not seeing it. Well, we got some more files over here. We got a lot more files. How about Boxer Rebels? I have seen that out here. Or was that out? Yes, I did. Right back here. Heir Apparent is back over here. Yep, we just got that. So looks like we're going to have to, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I can't remember. There's variations to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I just can't think of them. So I don't want to just bore you with the same. Cloaker. There is no greedy industrialist, no fascist in hiding, no. Redacted is a visionary with a plan in its final stages and has allies from everywhere between a 440, there's that one, and Redacted. Now 440 is over here. I remember that one. Whoops. But do we have, and we have a link to Cloaker too, right above it. So this is just an intertwined mess. And nothing over here, so it looks like we're going to find a link to Silicon Valley. So you may have to keep your eyes on Zigzag because he did much of his growing up there. Of course, I'm nowhere near there now. So, but back in the 80s, guess where said commander lived? Let's see, Mr. Effective said you need the right person for the airliner op. So here are a few candidates. Misanthrope, yeah, we're looking for that name. Soviet Air Force commander, 14 years of experience, has some gambling debts and can't pay them, so therefore we can get them, right? Note the drinking problem, a possible issue considering Misanthrope's high rate of absence. Redacted, a total loose cannon, but effective. You may have heard about him from that op in Redacted with Tornado. And Stone Groove is the final clue. So let's go solve this baby. And Misanthrope. Link's right there. We just got to find the other link, which will probably be over here. Stone Groove or Tornado. And Silicon Valley. And seeing as how we got clues that it was some kind of communication device, doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? So we got a cut rifled hexagonal barrel. So we got a new device we can build probably in a workshop. We got a heavy vest we can build. As long as it's not overt and openly hostile, we'll definitely want to build some of those. And a new agent. Okay, so we're picking up stuff that could become useful in the workshop. And we got less than 1 hour to go here. So let's get this thing built. Then we'll see if we want to build anything else. Oh, I can't for another 2 hours. Let's go out for a couple hours and see if we find some hot spots. The stakeout equipment is done. Let's go do the marquee device. It was down near the bottom. And it's called marquee device. There we go. I could remember that. Let's develop it and continue our story. Now, I'm not going to spend anything else for a while. I'm not going to build anything else in the workshop because we need the money to be able to move our hideout. Yeah, we got to get up at least to 2,500 to move our hideout. So I'm not going to spend anything for a little while. Let's just search. All right, we got our poisonous cloud of gas. We're just going to continue while we build up some funds for a while. Okay, we finally got something, and we're nearby. So if it needs interrupting, if it's something like that, we will be able to interrupt it. And it's an informant, which is good to find also. Okay, the marquee device. One more signal analysis job slot. So let's pause and go back and look at that potential job slot. And comms. And that's where it is. So the marquee device allows more than one of us in here. And since I got some of us sitting around, how about Ranger going in here? And then I'm just going to look in the workshop, even though I may not spend the money yet, just to see what's available. So nothing new in this workshop. What I'm going to have to look for, because sometimes the trade contacts are also available here. Let's look in here, here, and buy sell. Anything new looking in here? Not really. The other place we're going to have to look is when we go out on an actual mission. In the side things, there's usually trade. I don't know how to get to it unless we're in a mission, though. There's things there that we can. And we got a lot of money sitting in here if we end up needing to sell some stuff. So that's our emergency backup plan with all our weaponry here. Right now, I mean, we got a hell of a lot of pistols. I'm sure we got a lot of people holding said pistols. So as long as we keep the best ones in our back pocket, like the Wembley, yeah, the Wembley is the most powerful one now. 130 damage for a headshot. That is our new best one. So we're going to have to find the training that gives somebody the specialization with the Wembley coming up. Yeah, Detective Monk. Sometimes I feel like I always like that show. Hi, shut tight. Hey, how you doing? Way to come in and join us. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I feel like I have quirks. Maybe not as bad as Detective Monk, but I definitely have my share of quirks. That's for sure. So we'll keep our eyes out for the special projects, and I think it's in the side missions. When we get to a mission, I'm going to click on the side missions and then see if there's some things to purchase there. Because I can't think of any other place to find them if it's not available in the workshop. All right, let's get back out on the map and see what we can find. Okay, we got something down here, and unfortunately, who's going to be the closest? It says Murmansk, so get there. Closest by an hour. That's kind of a long trip. If this one needs, yeah, if this one needs interrupting, we won't get there in time, unfortunately. The benefit of not doing training and having more agents in the field is you're better able to react to these things, and you get more options when you react to these things. Okay, Lampster finished training, so now we're getting some of those new options back. I'm going to build up funds a little bit before I put anybody else in training. Sapphire's back. So we got some of these eye for talent things. So we'll see if those start paying off when we have some of these folks on missions. Information obtained. We get a new chemical compound just by analyzing signal analysis, having a couple folks in there. How cool is that? Oh, new chemical compound. Remove all is what it seems to do. So if I'm not happy with the progress I've made on chemical compounds and I have a different combination that I like better, I can remove the current compounds and apparently use more. That's kind of a cool one. So we have a way to reverse ourselves. And then Codex is also done. So everybody's back. I got 2 new available teams. And we're probably going to find out, don't you know, oh, whoa, we got a little info from tai-pan now. So as a token of my appreciation of our common business, I offer you the services of Hong Kong's best freelance operatives. Their fees have been taken care of, and I'm sure you will find their skills very useful indeed. Oh, like I don't trust that tai-pan hasn't been re-brainwashed by Beholder now? That just sounds too good to be true. Don't you think? What does this say up here? Wait until the marquee device picks up new leads. Okay, well, we'll wait. And then we'll find out what that comment from tai-pan means. I mean, what other folks? Do we have access to new folks? We're going to find out soon enough. I guess we'll find out. What I'm thinking is I'm going to send another team over here since we're taking a short pause. Yeah, I'll send myself out with Sapphire now. No, I'm going to send myself out with Codex. And then we'll have the other team stay over here. Okay, we got a new agent candidate. That's via the signal analysis. So this is good. We're finding stuff that we normally have to wait for our informants, and we're able to pick up stuff even faster this way. Not that we need the new agent, so that's kind of cool. Hey, Mike, enjoy your dinner. Thanks for dropping in to say hi. Yeah, you're right, Eyesight Tight. The certain complex. Sorry, I missed your comment, but certain complexes can only work with other complexes, and if you choose a complex, yeah. So this is nice that we have a way. It's called the redo compound. Meaning I don't like the way it worked. Let's try it another way. So it gives you a chance to try different combinations. Excuse me. To find the ideal combination, you know. Yeah, Codex. That's why he swears all the time, because he's hanging out with me. We'll see you, Mike. Pick out something good. Let us know what you got to eat. Good dessert, good food. Recommend the place you're going. Like I'm in, as if I'm in town and I'm just going to pop in there. But you know, you never know. I like to travel. You never know. Maybe I can use the recommendations one day. Let's see. New agent candidate. Not that we need it right now. Not that we can even hire right now. Okay, here we go. It almost feels like Dublin will be the closest, and we're almost there. So let's just wait till we land. I will get a team down here. I saw Panama City also. And let's land and then see who's closest. Do you think Dublin? I think Dublin will be a little closer than Casablanca. Yep, by 1 hour. How about that? And information from our informer in Vladivostok. And new trade contact. So that means we just have the ability, because we have the 45. So that I think we, oh, maybe we had those, but maybe now we can actually build them, is what that means. All right, we're very close here in Casablanca. There, we finally got something. We finally got something. Now, this will increase our danger by 0, so it's not all that important to get done unless we just want to do something to try and increase our, give us some more experience. What say you all? I say, should we do some tactical recon and do a mission? Now, you know, the minute I do this, you know what's going to happen. the minute I do this, it means that, I mean, I wish we had enough agents to be able to tail. I guess maybe I should look at increasing our agent limit if that's a possibility, so I can start traveling in trios, so we have better chance when we're looking for beholder cells. So that'll be a goal also. Increase our agent limit so I can keep kind of the same number of teams out, but start increasing them, more of them, to have 3 agents per group. Because I like kind of the number of 2-person teams that we have out there. And yeah, I think we're gonna do it. It's gone too long without a mission, so you know you need to do them sometime. Let's do the recon, and we can always just drop it if something else more important comes up. Since 0, so it will not interfere. It has 0 heat, unless of course I end up moving my base here. But if I move my base to the Chipi Managua place, it'll be no different than what it is now as far as heat. So we can drop it if something more important comes up. Yeah, it's a freebie. I can drop it without harm to us if something else comes up. So I think we're all on the same page on that one. Yeah, I think there was a crew upgrade at some point. In fact, we need to look at that before anything else, because we have money to use the workshop. And let's see if we can increase our crew. That would be something I'm interested in. The only thing about increasing, yeah, significantly increase the agent limit. We can afford it. Uh-oh. There's an active beholder cell out there that we need to find. So I'm going to increase my agent limit. Like I said, when this happens, we could have been tailing on that. So I think it's important for us to increase our agent limit so I can make larger 3-person teams. I think that's important, and we still have the funds to quickly move. Body engineering, yeah, we have the new compound. Yeah, the new compound is not called any of these. It's called Remove All. Now I guess they wanted no confusion. They wanted it very clear that raloxifene, gondolorin, or danazol does not remove all. This one, the compound called Remove All, removes all. I just find that kind of funny. We have no clue what all the rest do, except from memory. But I should have been taking notes the whole time. You know, the knee bone connected to the thigh bone kind of thing, which one works well with the other, etc., etc., which can't be used with each other. I'm anal like that. I would probably have sat down playing this game on my own to try and figure that out, but that's not. Hey, Gleaser! I just glanced over. How you doing? Yeah, I'm interested in making 3-person teams. Interested in that. So let's back off here. We're just gonna have to move our hideout again, unfortunately. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Now I also let's go back out here. Let's take a look here. There's only one enemy agent out there in Odessa right now. Yeah, which is, we know. So that's not, so it makes no sense to seek this agent with that kind of a job. What we got to do... So I got 2 people in signal analysis. That's been giving us some pretty consistent stuff. What we got to do... What do we got to do? So signal analysis, so basically every day, once a day in signal analysis, we get something, is what it seems to be. Yeah, like every 24 hours, you get some more info for everybody you have in signal analysis. So let's update our crew so we can start traveling in 3s, so we'll have the option to interrupt, or follow, excuse me, tail and follow. The only thing about tailing is it does blow our cover. So in conjunction with that, oh, is there one on Steam about that? Yeah, I'm sure someone's made it by now. I probably should take a peek. You know, it allows us to do the little min-maxing kind of stuff. But I'm not upset with the improvement we've been getting with not figuring out the min-max stuff. But yeah, I'll try to remember to take a look at, find a moment where I can take a look at that. Okay, let's keep going. We got a new informant
Breaking
here.
news from analytics. That beholder tech is paying off. Listen up.
Incept, Caltrops, Theta Seg Alpha, Rushwater, Curie, Locut, Spindlehawk, Colossus. I'm listening. Change of plans. Drop your Cabal investigation for now. We need you on Operation North Star. What do you need me to do? Project Iceberg is stalled because of some formal issue in the Senate. The sooner we bring that airliner down, the sooner we get the necessary leverage.
Uh-oh.
Any particular targets? Sent you a list. When you go through their schedules, you tell me.
What the hell is Operation North Star?
I'd ask tai-pan if I were you.
Okay, so Fender is indeed dirty, and we saw Valhalla. He is indeed the guy from the opening cutscene, from that face. We also got a new agent candidate, and we'll need all the agent possibilities we have. Let's pause real quick. Interrupt conspiracy plots to slow project, Operation North Star. So anything related that we find to Operation North Star, we have to slow that progress. And now we also have to ask tai-pan about Operation North Star. He's still over there, as usual, in Hong Kong. Let's take a look at this special mission. It's a 1-person, 3-hour mission. Well, we got a team right over there. Let's send them down. I want to send both agents there. Yucca and Ragdoll. And then once they get there, I'll pick one of them to go on the mission and do that for us. Well, being a story mission, I hope it's not me. It doesn't specify that it has to be me on this one. A lot of the story missions I have to be a part of it, but since this doesn't specify, yeah, it shows anybody can do it. So that's good. That's good. Oh, it's good to see you. Good afternoon, my friend. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's always fun kind of have the TV in the background. That way, if you hear anything interesting, you can kind of turn your head, put something on mute, or set the papers aside, pay attention, and then get back to what you're doing. Kind of cool. Okay, so we got that going. Keep our eyes open for Operation North Star. That's a huge one for us now. And then we also got to find a freaking beholder cell. Gotta find a frickin' beholder cell. So let's go. Okay, we got something else up here, and we have an assassination attempt here. This particular one, we're just going to interrupt it. We don't want... Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's because those people have to fly. I had scrolled down. Even though I scrolled down on a different screen, it stays scrolled down when I came here, and that threw me off. It goes, why is everybody red? So you two can start the job. We'll interrupt so we save our assassin without doing the mission, because we got a potential mission here. Unfortunately, that means I got to fly this team all the way up here. We won't get to Kiev as fast as I might hope. 7 hours is not hideous, though. Yeah, we'll keep our eyes open on Bagpipe. I tell you, if she comes knocking on the door, I'm not... You know, obviously we'll let her in, but I'm not going to welcome her with open arms. Or I may do that, but I'll be acting. Commander Zigzag will be acting. He will be pretending. Okay, so we are here. Let's do the story special mission. And Ragdoll, I believe, has better stats than Yucca, so let's have Yucca do it, just in case something bad is going to happen from this. Ever since we've been burned by Tai-pan, you know. So we are now able to assault over here. Let's take a look at the mission and see how many are able to go. So it's just a 2-person mission. And I probably have 2 people available. Here's what I was talking about here. If we go into the vendor... Oh, see, there's more things we can add. And this is where one of them is. That is that evac chopper. It only costs us 20,000. Enables helicopter evacuation, unlocking new evac zones. There are probably more convenient evac zones, but we got to get 20 freaking thousand. Well, guess what? We don't need all the guns that we have right now. I'm going to wait till we do a hire or two, although it's hard to hire while we got heat from you-know-who. So I got one of those. Oh, I already have those available. And we do have a poison... So there's nothing else I have to buy right now. Because I got the smoke screen out here. I'm going to stick with the snipers. I like that. I like this. We haven't needed too much cleanup. It hasn't been hideous, even when the missions go bad. So we're going to stick with those side jobs. We are going to take you out of here, and can we find Volta? I just feel comfortable knowing where they are. Everybody else, who is this? Let's take you out of here in case I want you on the mission. Let's remove myself since I'm not required. Codex, you are not one to be going disguised, so I need 2 disguisable individuals to take out on this one. Ranger is in comms duty. I may be pulling her out of comms duty, and Corona can stay in comms duty. And Ragdoll's solo, but only has 100, so she's not as high as I might have thought. Well, guess what? I hate risking myself. And Canasta's busy for a few more hours. Let's see how much time we have on this mission. 7 hours. What do we have left down here? 10 hours. I think that's where Canasta is. Oh, I don't quite have all the people I would prefer to have for a 2-person mission available at the moment, unless I go myself. And so we're going to have to be very careful on this one as I choose. Well, I also have 2 flying. Let's see who's flying. Is there a way to tell who's flying? No. Let's see who's in... Does it tell me who's in transit? Let me find out. Traveling. Grimoire. Oh, Octopus and Grimoire. Well, Octopus at 102 is okay-ish. No, the U2 we can't use. Yucca. So I need to get... I may have to look at some more compounds to get some more. With Bagpipe gone, that limits me mostly to my highest ones being Canasta and Ranger. But Canasta is tied up right now for too long. Oh, Impaler, where is she? She's busy too. Also with Canasta. So I gotta split Canasta and Impaler up. That's a bad pairing to have two high-level ones together. So I gotta remember that for note to self going forward. Don't put two high levels together. And I'm just quickly going through everybody. Impaler, yeah, that's busy. So Ranger will pull out a comms. I could very much take Taylor at 101 as a backup, as a next best choice. Although the agents are starting to improve. And if we only know of one on site here. Let's hope that's actually all there is on site. And we do have we have pistol proficiency? Absolutely not. You have a silenced SMG though, which is the next best thing. Problem is, the SMG, doesn't do all. It is not an amazing heavy hitter. So if we have to go weapons for you, I got to take a chance, ladies and gentlemen. I got to take a chance, and I'm going to take myself on this one. And we'll do a save just in case, because I'm not going to ruin the whole freaking playthrough just because I decide to take myself. So, yeah, exactly. We'll be able to kind of mix the teams a little bit, that kind of thing, and split up my high-level people so they aren't always tied up at once. I think that's the smart. Now, obviously, I have two high-level. It's just that one of them happens to be me. So please pardon me. I'm going to do a save just in case something bad happens on this mission. Let's go do it. Because I'm not going to end the playthrough. I'm going to cheat and restart if I die on this one. But, when's the last time we actually had somebody die, right? That was me knocking wood. My desk, I think there's some wood in there somewhere. And so let's put together this attack. Deadpan and Ranger is the one, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's go make sure. Yeah, Ranger is the one. So there we go. We're good with that. Now I just have to fill in here. Who cares where they are exactly? Why don't I try to pick a team that's... I almost need to make a list so I know, so I'm not splitting up teams on this thing. I think the support roles, they go back to where they were anyway. So we'll just have Sapphire out there, and we'll have Taylor out there. And we got a sniper, and I'm going to change this to a sniper. So we got a loud sniper, a quiet sniper. We got our smoke, which really is a get out of jail free sometimes. And we got our spotter. And we're going to use disguises. Unfortunately, if things go loud, it means we do not have a grenade of any kind. Yeah. So there we go. I can't think of anything else we need to do. Neither of us speaks Russian, but distract. I think I only recall one mission where it really was necessary. Let's hope this is not another one of those where we'll go, damn, I wish I had distract. We could have really used that distract. And let's head out to Odessa. Yeah, but yeah, we did have that, but did it generate all that much heat? Because if it goes loud, I'd rather shoot them all and get out of there on time. We just have to wait for the workshop to unlock some more slots for us, so we really can use whatever we want on this thing. I'm still sticking. I get your point, but if our cover's going to be blown on this mission, we're already close to being blown for Beholder anyway. So let's have it be blown, not use the cleaner. Then we can move because we can afford it. So that's the only reason I'm not going to use a cleaner right now. There's my logic. whether you agree with it or not, or consider it logical at all. There we go. Let's launch. Okay, we are about to intercept an enemy agent conducting recon in the area. In addition to that, we will retrieve the CCTV tapes to cover our tracks. So kill or capture the enemy agent, retrieve the CCTV tapes, and then evacuate. So we don't have to kill like the whole hideout or wherever this guy is. So that's good news. All right, we have a start zone. Really does not matter when we're both in disguise, but let's find out where the other one is. We happen to, and let's kind of look up here. Now we got to look and see where we want. So escape is most likely going to be over on this side, which does make a difference on where we end up putting stuff. Now, as far as the agent, he's upstairs here. That's the agent we need to eliminate. There's also apparently some CCTV files in the same room as the agent. Oh, excuse me, upstairs from the agent. We just don't know how many enemies are in it. So basically, this is the building I need to have spotting into, ideally. And since it's all on the upstairs floors, the second and third, no other buildings surrounding this is more than a single story. So I actually can put my spotter anywhere I desire. And I think what we'll do, looking at the location, seems to be over on this side. And this is the kind of map where usually the enemy agent is stationary. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the quiet sniper to be able to potentially shoot through this window on the south side. Because that could be a way to take this person out. Or help us. Whatever. If it's awkward to get into the room, whatever the reason might be. Then as far as where will I get the most vision? We got some windows there. We got a garage door there. Not many windows over there. Yeah, my spotter isn't going to be a lot of help on any of these outer buildings, to be quite honest. Not a lot of help on the outer buildings. So I'm just going to keep my spotter over this way too. And this is also where I want the smoke. Which means, therefore, I guess east or west is where we're going to put the loud sniper. And there's no clue to know exactly where he'll have the best angle, but that's just the way we're going to do it. There, I let that cutscene. What do we got?
Keep it quiet if possible.
Okay. I don't even trust our own Cabal intel, to be quite honest. I am going to pretend as if there might be a second agent out there. Now we got a 95 there, so there's frickin' 2 other agents in here. I may need a silent sniper to help me with 2 of us going in here to take out the agent. I might need that silent sniper to take one of these 2 out. At a point, once we spot in here, we can figure out their rotation patterns. Like hopefully this, oh no, they're all moving too. No, that one's not moving. So if that one doesn't move at all, we can probably pick them off silent sniper right there. And then we'd have the ability, depending on where they're all looking and when. So this agent though is back against this wall. So we got to remember we have only so many points here for support. So the more I use the points, the less my snipers cost 5 points alone. So does the smoke. So I got to be real careful about overusing my spotter early on, because I want to see if we can build up these support points higher than they are right now. However, I am going to get a brief initial peek, because Because there's no way to get upstairs. Okay, we also have a door entry here, which is huge. Which is huge to being able. We actually could do... Well, we wouldn't be able to take them all out with a breach. Oh, and then there's even this guy. Holy smokes, and there's only 2 of us. This is going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This one will prove definitely prove interesting. I am going to use a spotter to look in here. I got to see. We got to know his hit points to help me start figuring in the back of my mind how we're going to handle this room. This is going to be one hell of a tough room. I'm telling you. Oh, baby. We might not be high enough. We might not be. I don't even know if I'm up to 129. Oh, 125 and 126. We cannot just karate chop that guy. And my snipers cannot. Oh. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to think about this. We not. Yeah. Well, we left all those drugs back in back in the base. we might have needed more. Oh no! This is the first time we've ever seen an enemy. We are now in chapter 4, which doesn't that tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we need to up our game to get more health on our top people. I don't have anybody that high. I don't have anybody in the 130s yet. So we now have to up our game, and guess who's going to be checking out the Steam link to find out the best combinations to up our health that we can find. Oh baby. Even our lower agents, it's getting to the point where we can't even take out with the old karate chop. We can't even take out somebody. Oh man. Well, if we did a breach, that would take out 2 of them. And if the way we have to do it is with a breach, because when you breach, you take them out. It just means I got to get everything else done before we do the breach. Then we got to run up and get the CCTV and then get the hell out of here, basically, and hope we can and get the hell out of here. Our evac options are there or there. Which one is closer? They both have their pluses and minuses. But this one has a whole building shielding it potentially. So we'll get a better sense of what other agents are out there and around there. The good news is this guy doesn't move. He is a stationary guy. So we're definitely probably, to get this done, I'm going to clear out the whole map as much as I can. We're going to save up support, so I'm not going to blow our support. Prior to that, I may call the evac the same turn we get out. I'm just trying to think through if this sounds safe enough, because I have smoke. If I can get the smoke semi-near, the problem is all these guys are going to have they're going to have freaking gas grenades too, and that can make us die easily. Okay, so let's put my thoughts on hold for now. Let's find out where the cameras are, because I need to take out some cameras, and I'm not seeing the camera icon. I don't know if anybody else saw the camera icon blinking. Usually there's an icon that tells me... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. We got to head over to take out the cameras right down here. That's the first order of business. And one of us is, namely me, one of us is over in that direction. So why don't I come down here? We'll take a peek in the room, once again, making sure there's no other agents, but I have a feeling that is the only agent. That's our first tough one. Everybody who plays this level first time is probably doing the same thing as me right now. Holy crap. What are we doing? Let's check in here. It doesn't, fortunately, there does not seem to be a lot of eyes looking at us in this room. This guy's turned away. This guy, I'm gonna step into the cameras right now. No one can see in. Pepper, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Okay, cameras are off. That better be like 5,000 cameras. Yeah, 15 cameras. That should be all of them. So cameras are dealt with.
My skills are at your disposal.
That's a big one. Now we're going to try picking up and checking out all the loot. This room seems empty. Let's close the door behind us like I didn't do with myself and stand here. Yeah, I gotta go back and close that door. Thanks, Nightmare. We're doing well, but we got ourselves a challenging little mission here, and of course I'm on it, so I can't die or the playthrough ends. We put in a failsafe, kind of a cheaty one. I saved before the mission. But, you know, I did the mission because I felt like we needed it, because it would be too boring if we didn't. So now, unfortunately, support is not picking up or improving. You know, before we gained support by, well, we haven't finished our turn. Let's see if the counter on support goes up. Okay, I should be able to get this chest. Let's move over here. Make sure there's nobody. Okay, the one guard is right outside the door, but there's nobody else looking in. Restricted documents in a cabinet. Okay. We have an outbuilding here, so let's kind of circle around. This outbuilding looks like it has something in it, so that's where we're going to head next. And I'm going to come this way and close the door. Although most of the agents, and that's another thing that's going to make this tougher, most of the agents are not inside buildings that we've seen so far. They're out wandering around, which this building is isolated, which means everybody practically is going to have a line of sight of us after we drop out of this building and try running away. Another problem. Okay, so each turn, we'll see if this continues to climb each turn. We'll get it as high as we can, the support number, so we can, at least, got to, at a minimum, before we go loud, be at 15, because that will allow 2 sniper shots, and it will allow smoke. And we need those 3 available to help us get out of our little predicament that we have going here, if you want my opinion. So I think by the time we search around and find stuff, that'll happen. Oh! Well, if I'm gaming, my life is good. Gaming makes me happy. So hopefully it makes you all happy too, and you enjoy it as much as I do. But that, thanks. Sorry for not kind of reading you the right way, Pepper. Now, was there one building back this way that I have to double check so I don't have to backtrack? Nothing there. And then we took care of this building. So this agent, we're going to try going around in this circular motion, checking out these rooms, looking for stuff. And I don't see anything down here. The only reason I kind of want to look into these rooms is our escape is like back over here, I believe. I want to see if there's hidden agents inside the buildings we're planning to use for cover. So let's get that going. Ranger, let's head out. Oh yeah, there's agents in the buildings that we want to go into also. Lordy, lordy, lordy. And there's a rent-a-cop. Why, that's the lone rent-a-cop. There is one whole rent-a-cop on this mission. And as far as our agent, he's just standing there. He's not a mover. This person does not seem to be a mover. This guy is. So even being able to throw a grenade in there wouldn't make, it's going to have to be a silent takeout. Problem is, the minute we go silent with one of our takeouts, you know, all hell breaks loose. And there's windows all around for us to be shot at. Also by the people on the ground. And there's only two of us. Holy smokes. There's only two of us. Next month. Why is next month going to be fun for you, Pepper? Okay, I've moved. We've moved.
What's cooking?
Let's close our door before we move on. I am going to come into this building, see who's in here. And that would be nobody. So they're guarding the people, not so much of the loot. Let's just play it safe. Stand there, make sure I don't see anybody, then open it. So there's times when you forget to do that somebody would have been right out the window, spotted us, we would have gone loud, yada yada yada. So now we got to come over here. We got a guard to go by, and we got to head over to this room, and there is a safe, so we definitely want to go there. Yeah, since the agent has his back turned to us, I don't have to worry about cutting the corners, and we can come straight over here. Ah, some games you're waiting for. I had a feeling. Well, then you totally agree with me. If I'm gaming, I'm having fun. I think that works for you too. Okay, so we're both headed to the same building. This is the last of the free loot. Unless there's something downstairs here. No. And we're up to 12 here, so it does keep counting up the longer we don't use it. That's good to know. Another rent-a-cop down below in the direction we want to go. And we got another rent-a-cop here. Ideally, when we go loud also, most of these agents will be more on this side as opposed to this side. And that way, what I can do, like if he stays in this walkway, I can take out with my loud sniper. I can do a silent snipe. Well, yeah, because I can come in here and breach. Yeah, we'll see how the breaching, I think. Nearby agents move to the designated area and shoot any encountered hostiles. Suppresses. Yeah, in the past, the shooting always killed them. I don't know if it's an it doesn't say here if it's an automatic kill. In our past experience in the tutorials, yeah, you end up killing everybody you go in and shoot. So I don't know that even a breach would kill this guy. You know what I'm saying? So I almost would have to breach, except I think my loud sniper rifle is on the wrong side. The one that would do enough damage for this. I think I only have the silent one. on coming in the side window. Let me just look at that real quick. The silent one, can it shoot in the second story window? No, because he's off to the side. So I can't even use my sniper on him. I'd be able to use my sniper on this one, the quiet one, if I needed it. I would not be able to use my loud one. Yeah, because it comes through this windows and this windows, and he's not standing behind a freaking window. And there's no other way to get up to the CCTV tapes except via that room that the guy's in. Via the ladder here that he's watching. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It doesn't let me through. I wish I could shoot through the wall. You'd think a sniper could, but I can't highlight him through the wall. Oh, wait. Can I? No, it tells me line of sight blocked. So the game does not let us shoot through a wall. Anyway, let's keep a moving. Let's keep a moving before I psych myself out. Yeah, going through a door. This room's good. Ranger.
Standing by for orders.
We're going to come back to these stairs while I continue thinking about what we're about to attempt here. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Or if it was, there's some real basic mods. I don't think they made this game heavily moddable. They just left it too soon, as unfortunately it happens to some games. Well, that would be another way to do it. That would be another way to do it. Try to get them all looking for us. If I can figure out the best way to hide, that's another way to do it. I'm doubting myself on a breach. Does anybody know for sure, is a breach shot an automatic kill? Like it was in the tutorials kind of a thing? That's why in my head I get the feeling that a breach shot is an automatic kill. But I don't necessarily know that that's true. You know, if we got a headshot that only does 6, well, I'm not next to him and he's behind cover, so it does. This weapon does more than that, but still,
What do you require?
it does more than 76 when you're right next to each other. Yeah, at that range. See, if I was up closer, I think I do more damage. Well, let's just get a sense. Yeah, this one does 106, and my weapon, headshot wise, is all, well, he's behind cover, so I think mine's a little bit higher. But it may be time. I only have a B76, so it may not. I need to upgrade my frickin' pistol. I need a pistol upgrade. So anyway, let's come here and see if we see anybody. Who we see, where they are. We see a lot. Is he looking in at us? No, he's by the window, but he's not looking our way. He's not a threat. He's not a threat. He's not looking at us, and he's too far away. So yes, I can open the safe. Okay. Thanks for dropping in, Pepper. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a thought, eyes shut tight, to get them to move. I just don't have the firepower. Yeah, I'd just have to take out a boatload of these guards. I guess what I could do is maybe hide in a building, having them come to me, but then I don't then I don't have the ability to get back over here and get the CCTV, which is the other part of the mission. So if I'm going to play it that way, I feel like I should just leave with the loot we have and call this a mission we couldn't complete. There is no extra danger that we will pick up as a result of not being able to complete this mission. Remember, there was 0 danger to our base, and that may be just what we have to do. Start thinking about that, all you. Should I just back off and play it safe? Or should we try the breach? All right, what I could do also, if you're up to it, so we get a better understanding of breach, save right before I breach. To see if it really does kill. It's just a single shot kill no matter what you're shooting, etc., and no matter what their health. I just don't know. I'm not guaranteed it works that way. I just think it happened to work that way on lower level targets without not that much health. Not somebody with mega health like this guy. So my current inclination is to not proceed in here because there's nothing else I can get. I can't even get up to the 3rd floor. There's no rope dangling out the window to allow me to do that. All of it requires me to go in front of the agent. Now I could, with 2 of us shooting right next to him, take him out. But then everybody else on the frickin' map would be gunning for us. So that's why I feel I kind of got to do a breach, a sniper shot in here, so at least if anybody's shooting me, it's up through the windows, that kind of a thing, and take our chances. Yeah, if nobody knows the answer for sure about the breach, because otherwise I find it misleading that the tutorial, oh yeah, if you breach, you just you clear out the room, bam, bam, bam. It's the way it makes it seem. It's the way it makes it appear. I'm going to break through the window because I'm feeling frustrated right now, and I'm going to get over near Ranger. Okay. Yeah, since nobody knows for sure, I feel like this is an important one to do. So we're going to set up for the breach, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, we can, you know, no harm, no foul. And we'll restart. We'll play it that way because this is one that I'd like to find out now. Yeah, this is something I'd like to find out now. Do you all agree with me? You know, the beginning, the first mission, they give you a breach, and it makes you of the opinion that, oh yeah, a breach just clears the room. Boom, 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 boom. Pow, 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 pow. That's the benefit of breach. But we'll see. We'll see. So we've moved.
What's cooking?
Let's see if can I make it up there yet? Yeah. So we're gonna get ourselves, but I can't do the breach quite yet till our support is at least 15. So I have 2 snipers available, and then smoke to help us with our getaway. At a minimum. I'd probably want 30, but I'm not going to sit around till it gets up to 30, and I don't even know if that's capped or not. So, oh, I got a special way I can get up. Okay. Yeah, I think we still can move after the breach. So to be quite honest, and I can't remember, I don't think we saw anybody up here. See, I could silent shot this person and then breach against the other 2, except I got to get up to 16, so I'm going to have to wait 2 turns because I need to do a spot, and I think spotting only takes 1. Yeah, so I got to get up to 16 because I got to spot the room so I know what I'm up against and I can plan it out. And then I'll have 2 sniper shots. 1 for in-room against one of the agents. The 2 of us can take out, hopefully, the main agent and the other one. And then the loud sniper can take someone out. Not a rent-a-cop. We'll let the rent-a-cops live for now. But, you know, anybody else that's in our line of sight, we can use our sniper for that. So let's end our turn. I'm going to do one more. We're just going to wait one more turn so I can do the spot and still have all my abilities. Oh, good. And this guy's running around the corner, so maybe he'll be shootable. And while we're doing this, please hang on, everybody. I've got a couple... both cats are in here today with me, believe it or not. And they're both headbutting me now, one on each leg, and they want out of the room. So hang on while I take care of Chichka. Alright, they're both happy now. Yeah, it's rare that I have them both in here with me. It's rare that they both decide to hang with me. They may live together, but they're two male cats, and they don't snuggle together. Well, they're not siblings. They're just two separate male cats that, well, you all know the story. Well, now's not the time. I gotta focus. Focus. Let's do our support. So we can plan the actions. Okay, let's see where they're moving. So if he moves there, he cannot be sniped. This person, thankfully, is staying there and has health that we can snipe with the silent sniper. Or, actually, we could do the loud sniper, because she's in that window also. But this is a clearer shot with potentially no cover, so we're going to do the silent shot through here. And then we also have the loud sniper in case we don't kill these two. Just in case. Then we still have a loud sniper that we use against whoever survived, and we just have more shooters down and around us that we have to worry about. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I guess this is where we do it. Now, it's going to be awkward for me to remember how to set up a breach. Yeah, we both go, this is where we're going to head for the breach. And then as blam blam, we got to pick our targets. So let me refresh my memory. Requires at least 2 agents with firing capacity, which we have. And then we lock on our targets. So, do I have to... Well, I think it just chooses the weapon that it's going to shoot is what it does. So, I am deadpan right there. And that's where I want to move. So, the right mouse button on enemies to lock targets. So, I will lock targets here. No. Or do I pick this is where I'm going and then lock on? Oh wait, yeah, deadpan Estrella. So yeah, if it's shooting the Estrella, look at damage 93. So it's telling me right here. It's telling me the damage output. And I don't think I have either weapon that can do the damage output. 97. 93. So this does more damage, but it's still not enough. So we have to hope after the breach. I'm still going to try it. I'm still going to try it. I want to see how it all pans out. We need to practice. We already know the answer to the question I was going to do for it. But the one thing I didn't do, just to cover ourselves. Yeah, for science, let's save. And yeah, let's just pick it as my save, and then let's resume, and then we'll try it for science. And I think my science has already been answered, but let's see when we pick breach how hard-hitting Rangers weapons are. I don't think I have any weapon that's going to do 129 damage though. That's the downside. So or do I stay in cover, firing and just fire the way I would fire, but I'd still go in right next to the guy. I'd still go in. Let's see the output of the weapons if we do a breach. Let's just have it tell me the weapon output. Okay, she can do 116 with that weapon, or she can do, well, guess what? She does 116 with either of her weapons. Now deadpan. Yeah, the problem is, even though I'm not going to kill him, even if I took all my silenced shots and they do 97 damage, we kill this guy. Our sniper shot kills this guy, unless he moves when we breach. The problem is they'll move when we breach. Hey, Jim Beam. Oh, I'm glad he caught it live. We just saved because we haven't really had a lot of experience with breach, so we're trying to figure out how it works. Basically, what I decided, if I was playing on my own, I would cancel this mission. This is the highest agent we've ever found. We don't have high enough health to be able to take him out in one shot. But we saved. Since I already said I'm going to leave, and I'm also on this mission, and I wouldn't normally have come on this mission, but I did anyway, because I had the highest health available between the two of us. Well, 126, 125. So I'm doing a test right now. Yeah, so it's going to leave me dangling. Like I said, though, maybe he'll scatter and move in front of it, be in front of a window, so we can finish him off with a sniper weapon. Because the problem is, I'm worried that after our breach, she's going to scatter, and I won't have a snipe shot then. So should I do the snipe shot first, see how they scatter, and then do the breach? Can I still breach if they're aware? Does it tell me that much? Yeah, it says it suppresses enemy overwatch, so they can be aware. They can be aware. So I think I do. This is the way we try it. I think I try the silent sniper shot here. This agent will go down, and the alarm will be put out. It's going to be put out no matter what we do in this test. And if anyone thinks differently when I do this, let me know. If you see fault in my thinking. But I'm thinking, we know we have the silent sniper here. Or the loud one, but I'm going to hold on to the loud one just because it does more damage. And we just got to hope, because I got 3 windows on this side, 3 windows on this side, so it's a crapshoot on where he scatters to. So we take this person out, they scatter, then we see if we can do the breach. Based on how they scatter, maybe we'll be able to have the loud sniper rifle take this guy out anyway, and we don't have to breach. We can go in and kill this guy on our own, and the other one of us can run up here for this, and then we hustle buns to get out of here. It's dangerous any way you talk about it, and normally, since I'm on the mission and that's playthrough ending if I die, I wouldn't do this. But like I said, this is a test, so let's have fun with the test. I'm going to go with the silent sniper rifle right here. And let's see what happens. I think it's still worth the test. Because then we know the breach, how it worked. Let's see how it works after they scatter. And it says it suppresses Overwatch. So even if they move and then try to Overwatch or something. Yeah, so we're going to do this. Go loud, go live. Okay, unfortunately, our agent, Bud, did not go in front of a window, and it does not appear that his friend, they all stayed behind the freaking wall. So that means he's, with a very dangerous weapon, going to be able to shoot at us. So I can still breach. Let's just test and make sure we cannot hit these guys. Yeah, it's going to tell me if I try clicking on them. No, you cannot see them because they are behind. Because my loud sniper's right there. Come on, you can see the yellow or orange line. And line of sight blocked, line of sight blocked, line of sight blocked. Now the other thing we can look at is, can I do this? It then makes it harder for me to escape though. If I could throw my smoke here to not put them in the smoke, please. Unfortunately, the breach is in these two spaces, and the smoke would only cover one of them. Oh, well, the square is orange. See how the circle only goes through part of the square? I think it still counts that as in the smoke. So I actually could prevent, except he may have a grenade. Well, that's an option. We're going to breach. Or I just move us both in here. This guy can be outright killed with our weapons that we have. At 95 though. Well, if we got next to him. Yeah, I think we got a breach just so I can make sure we get into the smoke. That's the way we're going to do it. Okay. So let's do the breach. Deadpan, that's me. Let's hope he doesn't have a gas grenade, this guy. He may. He may. And then, you know, then our test is ended. But we're going to breach. Not enough agents to be able to execute the breach order. Why? Because we have to kill this guy too? There's two of them. That's beyond me. Oh, or do I have to open the door so I see them? Let's try that. Well, can I open the door? Why can I not open the door? Okay, well, I'll be standing right next to him, but let's check one more time on the gas. I mean the smoke. Well, I can go give him a headshot, hurt him bad, and then we can stand next to this guy, hurt him bad. So the breach, for whatever reason, the breach would have let me breach before. Now it's telling me I can't. Oh wait, now it's working. Now it's working. Now it's working. And both her weapons, I'm going to go with the pistols because they do just as much damage. And I'll do my pistol shot here on this guy. And then we'll get Ranger. She'll go here. And she will do a pistol shot also. Ooh, she does 116. Oh, because she would be next to this guy. That's why. she's guaranteed to hit further. Well, with that in mind, let's do it again. And let's have her damage this guy as far as we can and see if we get the same numbers. Come on, Breach. There we go. Ranger, you go here. And use your Cobra to do a heck of a lot of damage here. And then me, I'll take my pistol. We'll save the ammo in our multi-shot weapons. I'll come here and take out... Oh wait, right click. So I gotta go back to Ranger. I didn't right click on her target. There we go. Now we got our targets. Okay. Yeah, I know. That's why it's like the last time I did a breach was in our first episode. Sorry, a little slow on picking the mechanics back up. Let's do it. Oh, he's down.
Incapacitated.
Did you see that? So it does work, in spite of what the damage said. So that's good to know. This test was very, very worthwhile. Why does it look like he's holding a gun? He better not be able to shoot us. Oh, that's me. I was thinking that was like another person in the room. I'm going, wait, that's me. Now the good news is we both can move. So I can move here with Ranger. Well, why don't we both move all the way upstairs? Yeah. Here we go. So I'm not going to try carrying this guy out. We're going to need both our shots, okay? So that's the way. So I'm glad we did this breach, because it does take him down when they're overpowered like that. That's really good to know. And did you notice, if this person had not been in the room where we had to go loud and there were only these two, we could have done it with our silenced weapons and nobody would have been the wiser. Well, except for this person who would have put out the alarm. But you know what I'm saying. So that's good to know. So I think you can come over here on a single move and then get up the ladder, Ranger. So let's do this.
Shot.
Yeah, he's out of the way now. Ranger, you got one move left. Come over here for this. And then I should have enough moves to hopefully, unfortunately, we'll all be standing in front of the freaking windows. Well, I will be. And there's going to be shooters down here. But I'll see them. So maybe my sniper can pick one of them off or something. So let's come over here. They better not stand in the way of the ladder. Okay, they both ran out. And my question is this. Maybe I hold back reinforcements in 3 freaking turns. I probably after this turn will need to call our own evac. Well, let's come here and look out the window and see what we're dealing with. I'll come in the corner. I could still make it over here if I decide to. And maybe I'll see a line of fire for my sniper before I go over here. How about that? Do we see a guy down here? We know there's a guy that does walk down here, but apparently there's some blind spots from my position. There's this guy over here. Let's see if our sniper has a line on him. I don't think so, because I think this second story thing protects him. So I do not have a line there. He's behind the stairs. And out here, I do not have a line because, we don't see anybody from the window. So the guy looks like he could be like right down here. There looks like a little blind spot there. This guy would be able to shoot at us. And we don't see any particulars about this guy, but no special perks, but doesn't mean he doesn't have a grenade. So the question is now the time for me to use my dodge, get what we need to get. So all we have to do is run down next turn, throw some smoke. I better get our evac vehicle called. And where do we want to run down? Because we're going to have to run down. We can't jump from a third-story window. We'll have to come down to the second story at least before we start jumping out of windows. I feel like I need to call evac though, and I'm thinking rent-a-cops were back in this corner. There was a guy in, I think, this building. So there's a shooter down here. But if when we run down here, I can throw smoke, and let's get a sense of where I can throw smoke. Okay, I can't throw. I'd have to come all the way this far before I can get into smoke, or we could jump out over here and get in smoke. Then we'd have to run around the building to get out, trying to keep the building between us and them. So there's ways I can hide in smoke temporarily. Then I should have enough movement. The problem is, I don't want to hide in smoke where they can throw gas grenades on us. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, there's no sense carrying out his corpse. Not at all. Yeah, we killed him. I'm going to come over here, get the CCTV, and hopefully dodge. We'll see if there's multiple shooters, I'm taking damage. And right now we only see the one.
Package secured.
But that doesn't mean someone else won't shoot at us. And I didn't call the evac, did I? I just feel like coming this way. I have the smoke support, and then this building will be between us and them for the most part. And so I think that's the safest way to go. Therefore, this is where I'm calling the evac.
Extraction order confirmed.
Okay. Here goes the fun. Deadly weapon. Even 2 stories high behind it. It's only half cover though. I still took full awareness, now down to 0. We're going to get a second shot at us. Looks like he did something to himself. He could be snipeable next turn. Okay, I've got my loud snipe. How far can we move? How far can we get? We can't get out the windows yet. The one thing we can do is get into full cover. That's the one thing we can do. We just can't quite get out the window. Like, we should be able to jump out either of these windows to get down here into smoke. So we got to survive another turn. So the first thing I'm going to do is get our loud sniper and take this guy out. Okay. I'm going to get this corner full cover because my awareness is lacking. And still, that same shooter can see me. Remember, there's a guy in this building. We don't have a clue where he is right now. The other thing we'll do, let's see where Ranger can. Ranger could actually get outside, but I don't want to bring her outside where she can get flanked. If I keep her inside, we have some control against who can see her from where. So let's, and she apparently has a little more speed than me. So if I come here, and it's a single move, so I'll be able to overwatch too. Yeah, I'm going to definitely recover awareness. Thank you for that heads up too. I think I'm just going to do overwatch here. God, if they come at me. There were a couple agents. It seemed like there were a couple agents back here. I don't know where they're going to come from. But I'm still going to cover down here, because that's the area we'll be running kind of towards. Ranger has full awareness. Myself, we can, with a 3-turn cooldown, I have... After that, I also have Zen, which doesn't fill me up. This will fill me up, but then I have Zen, which improves my awareness regeneration. So first we're going to focus. Next turn, if I need to, I'm going to do Zen to increase my awareness. Yeah, this gets me back to full awareness. Now we have to cross our fingers, because even if he shoots at me again, at least it'll only do some damage, not all damage. Uh-oh, there's the... Oh, that's a rent-a-cop. Rent-a-cop is okay, except he's going to take away some of my awareness. And the other shooter may come against me. Oh, he saw up the stairs! Oh, no! Didn't even think about standing in that corner at the top of the stairs! I hope I didn't blow anybody's eardrums. Full cover on a pistol. That's why the rent-a-cops don't scare me so much. Yeah, at least he didn't go after all the pistol shots. But there's still this guy way over here who hadn't... Oh, he moved. So I don't see him anymore. I was going to say, there still could be one more shooter. You know, the one guy who has to live is the one guy who's the least healthy right now. Kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Now, this is what I gotta figure I gotta do. Where, how far can we get? We can get this far down here. So what I'm going to do is bring us down here, because I know I can get smoke there. Let's double check. Well, if I survive, I'm going with it. You know, lesson learned. Oh. Okay, good. We can get smoke all the way down here. How far can I get over there? Let's find out. So let's see. If I can get here, then that means next turn we can run around the back of the building. And if we come down here, yeah, let's see how far we can get. In fact, I can even if I came down next to the rent-a-cop to kill him, because he would be able to run around the corner of the building and follow us and shoot at us. This rent-a-cop could. This guy in 2 turns could get over here to get us. Yeah, so I know where the smoke can go. Let's see how far I can move. Okay, so I can get right here next to the guy, be in smoke, and then next turn we'll be able to run down the back of the building towards our evac. So that's the way we're going to play it. So let's come here. I didn't see any overwatch, so I think we're okay. And I'm not going to do the shot yet, so maybe I can take some Zen. What we'll do is see about Ranger taking the shot, and then I can use that last bonus diamond for... Okay, Ranger can only make it here. I think I can still get us in smoke. So Ranger, come here. And shoot the guy in the head. Because he's the closest guy to be able to come around and get us when we run around the building. Now the all-important smoke. And we're all in smoke. Okay. We're all in smoke this way. We all highlighted. We're in smoke. Does it let me shoot it there? No. Doesn't let me shoot it where I'm standing. So I gotta shoot it there. That still keeps us all in smoke. Ranger, even though she doesn't, I guess she is in smoke a little, just not that much, but it still should be enough to save her. And I don't have the ability, support-wise, I need more actions. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! We can, if I can get a line on somebody, I can use a sniper again. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying before. If there weren't so many people, oh, I can't take these guys out. So my silent sniper is back, depending on how they try to come around the building towards us. Yeah, we don't see anybody else, but they're not. Yeah, but if they were out here, I'd be able to shoot them. So depending on where they go to set up to try and reach us, well, it depends on where the window shots are. If we're lucky, our sniper, if they come around the buildings, our silent sniper. Will be able to help us out. So that's good to know. Okay, I think our turn is done. The only thing I got to do is my Zen. Well, it said the sniping was only 2 actions. The first shot of the, did you notice the first shot of the silent snipe? Oh, 2-turn cooldown. You're right. There's the action, the command points. I was looking at the wrong frickin' number. Thank you for slapping me and bringing me back to my senses. Okay, so I got to do my Zen over here. So at least I regenerate faster over the next couple turns. Yeah, it's already helping. Now we're in the smoke, so we should be safe. So it should regenerate really well after we move. So let's end our turn. Okay, one guy went in the building, but he's just a rent-a-cop, so I'm not as concerned about him. We might just, except new reinforcements are coming on the map now too. Hopefully not in our corner. All right, I can get here. This guy will then dodge. He's not in sight of our lone sniper. Nobody is going to be hittable by our lone sniper. The only problem is he will then be able to see us. But if I come to that window, that other guy with the worst weapon will be able to see us. Or I don't take a shot. So I keep myself out of line of fire. Just because I'm injured. Okay. And then we bring Ranger as far as her mobility will allow her to get. I'm a little nervous about her being in half cover and being able to be shot at. And my only other question is, what are your special abilities? And no, you do not. No, you do not have, the extra speed perk. So the question becomes, if we go in a straight, let's test. In a straight line, how far can you get? So where I want to move you is 1, 2, 3 spaces further. And so therefore, you would be able to run 1, 2, 3 spaces further and just barely be able to make it out. So that's what we're doing. I can keep you in full cover. You may get hit, you may get hurt. You see what I'm figuring out here? Let's do this. We'll shoot at the rent-a-cop. Whichever way has a bit. This way we can actually kill him. That'll be one less shot we have to worry about. Even though it's just a pistol.
Yeah?
Now we may get shot at. This is the one weapon that'll hurt us the most. We got another rent-a-cop, but this one can do some damage. But I'm not aware of anybody else at this time. So, I don't have anything. You know, the only thing I have to do is Overwatch up here in case there's someone we don't know about wanting to come around the corner.
Let's do this.
Because that would be a disaster if that happened. Okay, we hit a rent-a-cop. So he will be able to shoot at us, but we're technically in full cover. And we have full awareness for a rent-a-cop. For a rent-a-cop, it's okay. He can't hurt us with full awareness. Okay, our evac is here, and we should, if my math or my counting abilities were accurate, I'm either going to be a step short or we're just going to make it out. Except we're probably not going to make it out. You know why? You want to know why? Because I didn't count. I counted for going in a straight line. Hopefully taking a step to the side doesn't throw it off. Let's get a sense. Yeah, but that has me running sideways. Problem is, I don't want to... Okay, I can at least run behind a car. It's not full cover. We don't know where this guy went. Would it be safer to go on the roof temporarily? That may be the safest spot, except grenades. You gotta remember grenades. Frickin' grenades. Frickin' grenades. So, yeah, but if I move myself here and I miscalculate, I'll tell you what, I'm moving here. Then I can still move if she makes it. That's the way we'll do it. Okay, did we see anybody else over there? No. Now we get to find out.
My skills are at your
Did she gain that one extra step? Yes. Okay, we're out of here. Whew. I was just worried that if I moved myself, then I realized, oh yeah, just move one space, get out of the way, and then follow up like this, and we're out of here. Yeah, you know, sometimes making the connections in my head nightmare. I get there eventually, but we got there. Alright, so we did it.
Successful.
I don't care that I'm out on injury time for a while. It won't let me get killed that way. So that went better than we thought. We learned some good things. We learned some good things, I'm telling you. We learned some good things with that test. So I'm happy we stopped to do it. I'm glad we didn't have to replay it either. Conspiracy cell revealed. So we also know where Beholder is. PPK. Ooh. Nasty headshot. Not great otherwise. And then we get this. The semi-shotgun. It is a semi-shotgun. A single attack, 105 damage. So we'll have to compare it to the other one. We are compromised. We have both new perks and new training. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to call it here. And it is time to end this thing. It was a exhilarating end. I'm glad we did the test. It ended up being a lot of fun. And and hopefully you all then, if you ever play the game, we learned a hell of a lot about Breach. So we do have a way if we find... Oh, look at that experience. Look at that experience that we picked up. Oh, baby. We'll take up with a wound and compromised and whatever for that kind of experience. You can't buy that kind of experience. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I just noticed. James and Jane Bond. That's why we were able to do it. James and Jane Bond got out together. Except he's James Bond, not to be confused with James Bond. So anyway, thanks everybody. I appreciate it, and I had a lot of fun today. Appreciate all your help, especially with that pegboard stuff. That my eyes go cross-eyed sometimes, and you guys are a hell of a lot faster than I am. So thanks everybody. Patrick, Oust, Hopes, and Eyes Shut Tight. We even had some new viewers chime in earlier. Jim Beam 9. Actually, Jim Beam sounds good right about now. Pepper even popped in. I haven't heard from him or seen him in a while. Glacier, if you're still there in the background, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate having you say hi to us also. So anybody else I missed, thank you. It's not intentional. I appreciate everybody, even those that don't comment. Thank you so much. So we'll head out now. And hopefully see you next time. Tomorrow, little Lamplighters League. The next time we have this will be coming up on Monday. And I'm going to have an interrupted stream schedule next week, so keep your eyes out. I would guess around Sunday when I figure out what days I'm able to do, what days I'm not, because there's going to be a small trip towards the end of the week for me, and I'll have to skip some live streams. This is Zigzag Zog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time. Ciao, everybody.